everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. It's Monday, which means we got brand new AKA icons in the game in today's video. We're going to talk about all of the new content and everything else going on in Mod 25. It's also free AKA Icons Day. We'll talk about that in a moment, but let's start with the content schedule for this week. No big surprises on this one, and actually there's one thing that's missing that I thought maybe would see this week, so let's go through the entire list. April 2nd and April 3rd, that's going to be Wednesday and Thursday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have two different GMMs. More than likely, the Wednesday show is going to be revealing Roster Evolution content, and the Thursday show is going to be revealing All-Star Athletes Part 2. I think there may have been a typo within the Field Pass because it said that you could complete the completion sets for All-Star Athletes on April 2nd, and I thought that meant that we were getting that content on Wednesday to make room for maybe part 1 of the Sugar Rush promo on Thursday, but I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. And it only makes sense that part 2 of All-Star Athletes will be dropping on Thursday, April 3rd. I mean, why else would they have a GMM show? And that's typically when we get the big promos on Thursday. So that's what I'm expecting. Today we got AKA icons and an update to team captains. Really good and free update as well. Redux cards are going to be on the way. And of course, on Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we will have our normal Ultimate Legends. So let's go through all of the new content that dropped in-game today. We're going to start with the Team Captain Field Pass. So if you go into this Field Pass, you're going to see that it received an update as far as new objectives that you can now complete with Team Captain players in your lineup. You have 3 brand new objectives, and knocking out these objectives will give you XP. And of course, as always, the XP is going to give you additional upgrade tokens. Looks like there are 5 more upgrade tokens that are currently available. Also, the players themselves can currently go up to a 97 overall, and prior to today's objectives, if you knocked out everything else, there's actually enough tokens in there to fully upgrade both players to the max OVR. So for me, and I got new card art as well, I got Sean Landeta and Mike Tolbert. There's definitely better options out there, but my squad is kind of stacked, so we don't really utilize some of the other better players out there. Pat Tillman is still a great choice. Jason Elam, to me, is probably the #1 recommended team captain upgrade because you're going to have a kicker that can make pretty much most field goals in the game now at this point, and these players now get 4 times team chem. So you can see with the 2 players that I have upgraded, we have ×2 Eagles and ×2 Lions on them to represent the 2 theme teams that I normally use, but there's basically 4 different buckets. So if you go with a quadruple theme team, 4 different theme teams, you can now apply that. If you have a triple theme team, you can do 3 and then 1 of whatever other of your choice there. You can double up on 2 different theme teams. Lots of different routes and options out there. And I can't 100% be quoted on this one, but I think it also unlocked an additional discounted ability bucket. I don't know if Mike Tolbert has always had tank for 1 AP, but I know one of the main reasons I never wanted to use Troy Vincent is because he didn't even get a discount on pick artists, and now if I go through his buckets, he gets pick artist for 0 AP. You go to the end buckets here, you got deep route KO and deep zone KO for 2 AP, mid zone, mid route. Most of the normal knockouts are going to be 1 AP, film study, lurkers even 0 AP. So it looks like discounted ability buckets were added on all of these players as well. So that's definitely a big W from a team building standpoint to not only get cards that are better for free, but also the up to ×4 theme team on these cards now. If you're looking for some offensive line help, Joe Staley and Jeff Saturday are really good options. Gerald McCoy is a great defensive tackle out there. The only ones that I would probably stay away from, honestly, are just going to be Jason Witten. And I swear that's not just only Cowboy hate there. I just feel like every other card, and obviously the punter, unless you want it, isn't really an amazing card there. But every other card, now that Troy Vincent gets good abilities, Pat Tillman's always been good, Manti Te'o's always been good, Mike Tolbert can get up to 98 speed pretty easily now here with tank for 1 AP. If you don't need a fullback, it's not going to matter. But overall, all of these cards really good, and now you can get more discounted abilities and theme teams. Today, we also got brand new AKA Icons cards, and they're both really good. The LTD is going to be very expensive as well, but you can earn a second free champion card of your choice. If you've been up to date on the AKA Icons Field Pass, you're going to be able to hit the ground running and get this second free card in no time. But if you've been procrastinating on these solos, and they're not your typical solo challenges, you actually have to play through solo seasons, you're going to have a lot of work to do. I'm way far behind on my main account. I'm pretty close on my No Money 20 spin account to getting my first one for free unlocked. So we'll continue to do that over on that account, and we'll update you on who we're going to pick in tomorrow's episode. But if you don't know how this works, and you might want to start playing through these after seeing the cards that came out today, every single Monday, the objective list resets, and winning the first 5 games every week in the AKA Icono Clash is going to give you boosted XP. Every time you win a game, you're going to get XP towards this progress towards this reward path, and every level you're going to get either a lower overall AKA card or an Icons token. In my opinion, you should take the Icons token every time, because once you get to 30 of those tokens, you can redeem them for 1 free AKA Icons champion of your choice. Well, they updated this field pass, and it can now max out at level 61, and I'm no mathematician genius here, but 30 plus 30 equals 60, and that means you can get 2 different sets of 30 tokens to redeem 2 free champions now. So if you never redeemed one, you can get 2. If you've already redeemed one, you can get a second one for free. And like I said, the cards that came out today are extremely good. To get to this game mode, you can either go there directly from the objective tab. It'll take you right into the AKA Icono Clash, or you can go to your solo seasons menu and find it in there. But basically every game, it's 2 3-minute quarters, starts in the 3rd quarter, 0-0 game. All you need to do is win. You do start the game on defense every time, but it's pretty easy. It's just boring work to get a stop, chew clock, kick a field goal, and win the game there. I like to use this as a place to also just knock out objectives for various field pass rewards, so you can kind of double dip in that sense. But if you want to go get one of the new cards that came out today for free, this is the game mode you need to be playing right now. So today's brand new cards are going to be A.J. Dillon, the Quad Father, also an Eagles legend, and then Jack Gibbons, Dr. Gibby, and both 98 overall champion level cards are really, really good. If you want to complete the set for these players, you're going to need 3 95 overall AKA Icons cards, and then 2 additional 95 to 96 overall players. From any promo, you put the 5 cards into the set. In return, you're going to get the champion of your choice. And if you do want to redeem those tokens, also found in the AKA Icons filter under team sets, or under sets in general, I'm sorry, is going to be the 96 to 98 overall B&D AKA Icons champion fantasy pack. So you put those 30 tokens in there, and you're going to have your choice of all of the 96, 97, and 98 overall champion level cards, and both of these players should be updated in that pack. So before we go over the champion level cards, let me show you the 99 overall A.J. Dillon, the Quad Father. This is a callback to his MUT 23 card. If you played MUT 23, you probably ran into this card. It was absolutely insane. Now, the biggest difference with abilities and X Factors is the old AKA system. They used to have these pre-lit X Factors that started on and stayed on for the remainder of the game. That is no longer a thing, but they do have really good abilities, and some X Factors treated as abilities. If you take a look at the attributes here, you got 98 speed, 98 acceleration, 99 trucking and brake tackle, 99 carry. Even the catch rating at 93 is really good. If you look at his ball carrier moves, they gave him 96 juke and 96 spin. Like, everything is amazing about this card here, but it gets even better when you take a look at his discounted ability buckets, because he's going to get Freight Train, which is normally an X Factor, and definitely one of the best X Factors when it comes to running the ball. He's going to get that for 1 AP, and on top of that, you can still get Tank for 0 AP. Now, in that same bucket, I mean, you're going to get access to all 4 of these in 2 different buckets, and to me, it's a no-brainer to go Freight Train for 1, Tank for 0. But even if you take a look at something like Bulldozer in this bucket, which is 0 AP, you have access to that ability for 0 AP in another bucket. Backlash, you can't really get for 0 again, but I don't think that ability is really amazing. I've never properly tested it out, so I shouldn't speak bad about it. But if you go into the tier 2 bucket, you can see Bulldozer is here for 0 AP, Jukebox is here for 0 AP, Spin Cycle's here for 0 AP. So you still have some really amazing options at these abilities, and you're still going to be spending 1 AP on this card. So without a doubt, looks like he is the best running back in the game, maybe next to T'Vondre Sweat, but that's an extremely expensive card. This one will be as well. 6 of them currently on the auction house right now, lowest price up, $4.89 million. So I have a feeling this card's going to remain expensive, and he also does get Eagles Chem. It is confirmed. Packers got some really nice cards last week with the All-Star Athletes Part 1. So Packers theme team up, Eagles theme team has already been really good, and now we have this running back to add into the mix. So the good news here is that the 98 overall card is very good as well. Now, you're not going to get all of the same ability discounts, and that does play a really big part, but just generally looking at this card here, you're still getting 97 speed, 98 trucking, 98 brake tackle, 98 carry, change of direction and agility, a little bit low there. He does have a really good catch rating, but overall for a 98 overall card, and it should be very easy to get him up to 98 or even 99 speed on a theme team, I still feel like this is a really good card, worth the tokens if he meets your theme team. If he doesn't, you can just stick with the free Adrian Peterson from Season 7 because that's a really good running back, and that one will be free as well. But for all 32 team chems, A.J. Dillon with his discounts on the 98 overall, he's still going to get Freight Train, but it's 2 AP. That is a little bit pricey. What I would highly recommend if you're going to use this card is at least equipping the tank ability for 1 AP. That's an amazing discount, and this is still one of my favorite abilities in the entire game, but an absolute must on your running back right now. Bulldozer and Backlash will still be 1 AP within the discounted buckets, but again, if you go back to the tier 2 bucket, you still got Jukebox, you still got Bulldozer, you still got Spin Cycle, you still got a bunch of 0 AP options in that tier 2 bucket. So again, that's a great usage of your AKA tokens if you need a running back and he meets your theme team. If he doesn't, just stick with Adrian Peterson. If you need a middle linebacker or a user, this Dr. Gibbons or Dr. Gibby Jack Gibbons is a really good card as well. So stock 97 speed. He's going to be up there as one of the fastest middle linebackers in the game. He's got 6'3" height, 93 block shed, 98 tackle, 98 hit power, really good against the run, 99 acceleration, and 95 zone coverage. So he can cover very well. Let's see if they gave him good man coverage. I mean, even his man coverage is at a 90. This is a home run of a middle linebacker slash user card. And for his abilities, again, you go to that tier 2 bucket, you got a bunch of different discounted options. What you're going to need to go with on this one is Lurk Artist for 0 AP. Now, luckily, just checking the tier 3 bucket as well, you have it for 0 AP. So in tier 3, you're going to go Lurk Artist for 0. Going back to tier 2, you're probably going to want to go Secure Tackler for 0. And then we still have the discounted buckets where you can go mid-zone KO for 1 AP if you want. Avalanche, which is normally an X Factor, now treated as an ability. That's going to be 1 AP. If you're pretty successful with hit sticking, you might want to equip this ability, but for the definite 100%, you need to activate mid-zone KO for 1 is good. If you don't want to go with Secure Tackler and go Tackle Supreme instead, that is 1 AP, but I think ideally if you can fit the 2 AP here, go Avalanche and mid-zone KO with Lurk Artist and Secure Tackler and those other buckets for 0 AP. But like I said, if you need a middle linebacker, this is an amazing usage of tokens right now. I really, really like this card a lot. We also have some breaking news here as Mutt Leaks just posted who we can expect for part 2 of the All-Star Athletes program, and we start, which was more than likely going to be an LTD Randy Moss. Now this card will likely be out of position, so you have to think it's either going to be a free or strong safety, or they're going to give him another cornerback card like he had earlier in the year. Regardless, the card's going to be absolutely cracked, but very, very expensive. Here's the list of champion cards that we can expect, and you're not seeing things here. Anthony Edwards in a Vikings uniform is going to be getting a Mutt card. That's kind of crazy and opens up the door. I have to think and guess they just couldn't afford LeBron James, or they just couldn't get him to say yes. I don't know which one it would have been there, but it is crazy to see an NBA player in a football in an NFL uniform in a Mutt promo, and these 8 cards are all going to be 98 overall champions more than likely, but also could be potentially a card that you get for free by playing through your field pass and solo challenges for the All-Star Athletes program. So let's close it out with pack offers. As much as I like the cards that are dropping today, or that did drop today, I should say, and there is a $50 LTD opportunity pack, so we haven't really seen many of these. I think $50 is a little bit too much to spend this late in the year, but you do have a 50% chance at a 99 overall A.J. Dillon there if you want to drop the $50. I would have thought that because of this, it would have kept his price, I'm not saying like dirt cheap or extremely low, but a lot lower than what we saw in the auction house when we did a price check on him earlier. So if you want to take a shot at the LTD, that is going to be your best option. There's a superstar duo pack here for $25 to 90 plus players. 195 plus and then 290 pluses or a 98. And if you take the look at the odds here, 76% chance at a 98. So I would think that this is going to start dropping the prices on the Part 1 All-Star Athlete cards if a lot of people are opening up this bundle. So there's actually some pretty good bundles here, but all in all, I would wait until Thursday with the new cards that we just showed you from the leaks on the ASA promo. You're probably going to see the market crash crazy. So for now, jump on over to that AKA Iconoclash, go get those tokens, and if you want Dr. Gibby or AJ Dillon for free, today is the day you can get them. And that's all we got for now. We should be dropping a video later tonight going over the best cards to use those AKA tokens on. Spoiler alert, the 2 cards that came out today will be in the video. Thank you for watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.